What's up, squad? This will be a test to see if you're not a criminal. With this reaction being 11 illegal things you do every day. I bet I don't do any of these things. Probably like either one or two of these. Because, I'm not sure. But let's just get into it. I love the bright side. My favorite channel.
11 illegal things you do every day. You might not even realize it, but there are so many things you probably do on a day-to-day basis that are totally illegal. There are some laws that many of us have no idea about, while others know about them but don't believe they'll ever get caught. Brightside has decided to open your eyes to some of the illegal stuff that you're doing pretty much every day online. So let's get down to it.
Oh, online and life.
Number 11. Downloading torrents.
Torrents? What the heck?
Isn't it awesome that you can find pretty much everything on torrent websites and easily download it?
Hold up. Oh, I was thinking about Netflix. Netflix not torrent. They're thinking about like this website here that the teachers pull up movies from, and they don't download it. They just play it off of it. So they didn't download it, so it ain't illegal. So what's the big deal?
In a couple of clicks?
I don't do it either.
Well, as convenient and entertaining as it may be to download free movies or any other torrent files of the like, you're completely breaking the law. Whoops! You can't legally watch movies without paying for them. Period. And this rule also goes for every single torrent file. Simply speaking, if the item is copyrighted and you're not the owner of it, then downloading it for free is 100% against the law. You can even be caught by so-called copyright trolls who locate torrent downloaders through their IP addresses. So think twice before clicking that download button and try to get your hands on whatever interests you legally.
If we don't have the DVD, by going to Redbox.
Number 10. Connecting to public Wi-Fi.
Hold up! No. Hell no. Wait. Public Wi-Fi. It means like McDonald's, the airport, like public places, a restaurant or a school, a library. I'm like, how is that illegal? I use like McDonald's Wi-Fi anytime I go there, Chick-fil-A, like all the restaurants Wi-Fi, all the libraries Wi-Fi. I know it's free. They say free Wi-Fi. We would have to pay for it. But I wonder why CC's Coffee, when I pull it up, I see a lock on it. And it says free Wi-Fi. And I'm like, it ain't free. I need the password. And also, this is another one that I have here. It's not a long story, but I'm surprised I had the balls to even ask one of the barbers at the barbershop. I said, what's the Wi-Fi password? And he said, it's our phone number. And I'm like, bruh. I'm surprised I remember this, man. But I still ain't gonna think twice, because I still ain't gonna get caught, because I connect automatically to my barbershop's Wi-Fi.
All of us have used public Wi-Fi before. I mean, let's be real. Sometimes we go to a place just for the free internet connection.
Yeah.
It's just so easy to find, which is exactly why it's hard to believe that it can be illegal in some cases.
Well, in some cases.
If we're talking about public Wi-Fi, you have to have the provider's permission and follow the terms of service to use it legally.
Yeah.
As for personal open Wi-Fi sources, like your neighbor's unprotected Wi-Fi account that you, of course, have never touched, wink wink, it's completely illegal to access someone's connection without permission, because it means that you're using a service that someone else is paying for absolutely free of charge. There have even been people arrested for using public Wi-Fi without authorization. So take this into consideration next time you connect to a free Wi-Fi source.
I already did all of that. Wait. When I say I did all of that, I did get the permission, and they let me use it because I had to do something for my homework. And nowadays, they still know I use it because I have a phone that lets me watch my YouTube and see you guys pressing that thumbs up button like you did this morning and all my other videos. Have you? Nah, I'm just kidding. Yeah, but still, press that like button. Here we go.
Number 9. Selling on eBay without declaring your income.
Oh, I never did
How
that.
convenient is it to hop on the internet
I
and
use
sell your
Amazon.
super
If you
cute
use
homemade
Amazon,
jewelry?
press the like button.
Many people have sold something online, but how many of us have actually reported those earnings to the Internal Revenue Service? Not that many, right? You'll probably be shocked to know that these regular earnings must be declared as part of your income. Otherwise, what you're doing is illegal. If you sell on eBay, but don't declare your earnings yourself, eBay will submit Form 1099 and report your income to the IRS.
Oh, no,
eBay, you backstabber. Just kidding. We love you, Bay. You see, when you have a steady profit from eBay, the IRS categorizes your activity there as a business, which means that these earnings must be included in your tax information. If you sell stuff online regularly, check up on this and make sure that you're safely within the confines of the law. Number 8. Using a fake name online. Sometimes it just seems way easier to type in the name of your favorite movie character or singer when you're setting up an account online. But easy.
I hate to consider this, but if you use Facebook, I barely use it. I just use Facebook on my computer, but not my phone, because I heard that social media apps, there's an Android app, it runs down your battery. That's why if you have your phone that dies fast, probably because you got some social media apps. That's an Android app, and it could be hackers. But so I still have a Facebook account. So I hadn't. Did I? No, I didn't put that up there. I'm gonna put my it's gonna be played as my real name on Facebook, because I use my phone number. Yes, my phone number instead of a name, because it's easier for my friends to know. So if you want to be a friend like me, so you'll see my request when I put my Facebook account name on my on my profile on this app here. So.
Doesn't mean legal. People even create a fake ID or use the wrong name, both of which are totally against the law too. Not that many people are aware, but faking your name or ID can send you to prison for 5 to 20 years.
The hell?
Using a fake name is considered hacking because you didn't correctly authorize yourself as a computer owner.
How's that hacking?
Some even take it to a whole nother level and create a fake account under other people's names out of revenge or simply to mock them, which is wrong not only on a moral level, but also according to the law. That's why next time you're setting up anything online, just use your real name and be yourself. Number 7. Streaming TV shows.
I'm not going to say the real meaning of BS, but that sounds like BS to me. We watch shows streaming. We stream stuff off of Hulu TV. We stream stuff on Apple TV. So, Apple making us break the law or what? They testing us? Let me just see what this means.
How do you like to spend your weekends? Sprawled out on the couch, surrounded by your favorite snacks, binge watching your favorite TV shows from dusk until dawn? Yeah, me too. And you, just like the rest of us, have surely streamed your preferred shows online without even thinking about the laws that prohibit you from doing so. An easy way to find out if you're watching content legally is to see whether or not there are commercials during the video. If there aren't any, it's more than likely that your blissful little TV show binge-watching party of one is breaking the law. The good news is that you can watch full episodes of your shows legally from tons of sources, like Hulu, ABC, Comedy Central, Fox, and a lot more. You can find the whole list of these legal streaming websites online to make sure that you're not breaking any laws by watching your favorite series.
So it is legal because they have commercials.
Number 6. Eating before paying in the store. Come on, let's be honest. We've all gone to the grocery store and tested the food before paying for it. How else are we supposed to know if the grapes are good or not? This little tactic may be great for saving money, but if you do this in stores frequently, you can get in trouble if someone
That's a bit stupid there, and this is a good law too, because one day I saw one of my people, not my family though, but I saw this person here, and I was like a little curious kid, like when I was a kid, because I got 2 years left as hell. I got yeah. Why am I yawning so much? But anyway, I heard this person say these grapes are sour, and she only ate one grape, And I'm like, just because it's one doesn't mean that all of them are. What? Aren't you down with that? Like, it could be real sweet, or even too sweet, or sour and too sour. So, what's the big deal? So this is a good law.
I don't report you. You won't have a lot of problems if you eat something that you're planning on paying for, like a bag of chips or a candy bar near the register. Anybody else have a particular weakness for the stuff they put in the checkout lines? Thumbs up if so. Just be careful in the future because according to the law, you must pay for everything before you take it from the store. And your testing falls into this category as well. If you're not sure where the store stands on this policy, you can always ask. Number 5, using copyrighted content. So you're putting together a PowerPoint presentation, and you grab some images from the internet to add a few nice visual aids. And there's nothing wrong with that, right? You can probably guess by now, but the answer to that...
Alright, now, I posted a YouTube song on my new recent channel called J-Rock Raps, and I put in a rap song, and I used a beat that was copyrighted, but I didn't get any strikes there on my channel. No pun intended at all. I didn't use any. They say usually you have to pay the person who made it. It's just giving them credit, and that way you could use it for all kinds of stuff, like a commercial or movies. They pay those people to put the music in the video, their movies, commercials, all that stuff. All that money is going to the person who made the songs or stuff like that. So if you don't pay them, you'll get a strike or all of that. But I use something from Dr. Dre on one of my hip hop stuff. When I made my song, when I freestyled on my channel, I just talked about J-Rock Raps. I don't have a lot of rap songs. I only got just one or two, because I've been doing a lot of these reaction videos. So I ain't got no strikes. So let's go.
Question is a big fat no. Most images are subject to copyright, and it is, in fact, illegal to use them anywhere. When it comes to using copyrighted content, you have to know the rules of something called fair use. You can usually find out more about these special rules online. Also, keep in mind that fair use rules aren't exactly international. They're for the USA and Israel only. However, if you're from another country, it doesn't mean that using copyrighted content is legal. You just have different rules and restrictions for this type of situation. It's best to just check before you decide to take anybody else's material for your own use. Number 4, texting while driving.
Of course. People break this
one
every
is
day.
Probably the biggest and most serious offense on our list. Texting while driving is a bad idea for so many reasons. It's not that comfortable, it's dangerous, and it's illegal.
Alright, before he continues, this is what my mom does, and it's the smartest thing that she ever done. And you gotta try this too. You put in some earbuds and talk over the phone on that without it in your hand. Because if you pass by a cop, if he stops you, don't say I ain't tell you to take this advice, man.
Even if you're an experienced driver and have lightning fast thumbs, it's still better to pull over to type that text message or simply wait until you get to where you're going before you write and send it. In the USA, the situation is very clear. Texting while driving is strictly prohibited in 41 states.
Shoot, that should be enough.
That means that if you get caught, get ready to pay a fine and have points docked on your driving record because this is a primary offense. Well, that's pretty harsh, right? So what's the big deal? Don't forget that when you're driving in a car, you're operating a huge, heavy hunk of metal going at high speeds. And it requires your undivided attention. It's not only yourself you should be thinking about, but also other people. Exactly. And the statistics aren't very promising. The number of distraction-related crashes keeps increasing every year. So let's change that and drive attentively and responsibly. Number 3, recording Skype conversations. Millions of people all over the world use Skype, and it's no wonder why. It's convenient, easy to use, and most of its main functions are...
Many of this. Like, they say that your phone calls are recorded, your FaceTime is being recorded, Skype's being recorded. And I'm like, well, how come it's illegal and they record our stuff? So that's not true. Just because, like, let's say they see your photos. Like, Apple can see your photos. Apple can see your Skype. Or Skype can see your Skype and stuff. And I'm like, that can't be, because it's illegal for everybody. For the people, by the people, of the people. Ego! So I had to say it.
Free. And most important of all, it helps us keep in touch with friends, family, and even coworkers when distance separates us. However, sometimes Skype can be a bit tricky because every user can easily record a private conversation without the other person knowing about it. According to the law, doing this is illegal in most states. You can't record any conversation without the other person's consent. In some states, the same principle applies to phone calls as well. It's illegal to record them without both parties knowing about it. So, respect other people's privacy and don't record your Skype calls. Number 2, sharing passwords. It's actually quite common for people to share passwords with their close ones, even for personal accounts. Little did you know, but this is completely and utterly illegal now. In 2016, the United States Courts of Appeals for the Ninth Circuit passed a law declaring that having a user's permission isn't enough if you want to share a password. To do that legally, you must have the permission of the site owner as well. And this includes subscription services too, which means that sharing your Netflix password, for example, is officially illegal. I imagine that this will affect most Netflix watchers because I don't know anybody who isn't using somebody else's account. The main problem with this law is that it's too hard to enforce, since passwords are shared among users so often. Still, you have the right to know that this is illegal, which means that there are consequences for doing it. Using social media when you're underage.
It is.
It's not that big of a secret that if you're under 13, you're not allowed to use social media. Some platforms require you to be even older. For example, you're not supposed to have WhatsApp until you're 16. Kids these days probably consider this unfair and find ways to sneak around this rule. So it's not surprising that according to statistics, more than half of children use social media by the age of 10. It's the parents' responsibility to make sure their kids are abiding by the law, don't you think? If you're a parent, just explain to your child that life isn't all about the internet, and they'll have all the time they need to spend online when the time comes, of course. Otherwise, their precious childhood will pass right by them while their eyes were glued to the screen. Encourage your children, and yourself really, to live life to the fullest and explore the big world around them, not to stay confined in a virtual one. Which one of these points did you find the most surprising? Do you think some are more serious than others? Let's discuss it in the comments section below. Don't forget to hit the like button and share this video with all your friends. Subscribe to our channel to see more interesting and fun videos. And always...
Alright guys, my camera about to die down. Put it in the comments. Which thing do you do the most? I say about public Wi-Fi would be mine. And I think that's it. Like, only use the public Wi-Fi. So, I will see you guys in the next reaction, and I'm going to charge my phone up. So, I will see y'all on the flip side. Peace out.